All right. Next thing I want to talk about is similar on the same page, and I'm not going to talk about it too long, and then I'll let you guys go. It's the Trump administration readies ban on flavored e-cigarettes amid outbreak of vaping-related deaths. So you've seen vaping in the news a lot. President Donald Trump held a police meeting on Wednesday to discuss vaping. An outbreak of vaping-related lung disease has sickened hundreds and killed at least 6 people. 6 people. So I'm not sure what doesn't kill 6 people in America. I mean, icicles probably kill 30 people a year. Axes, hatchets, knives kill thousands of people. Medical deaths kill tens of hundreds of thousands. Opioids kill tens of thousands of people. Eating the food that they tell you to eat probably kills hundreds of thousands of people. Taking the medicine they tell you to take probably kills hundreds of thousands of people. Eating bread 6 to 11 times a day like they told you in the 1990s will probably, shorten the lives of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. But there's a huge outbreak of vaping. 6 people died. I mean, 6 people will die in the next 20 minutes by doing what the television told them to do, literally, by following their rules, by taking their stuff. And first off, I want to say, I'm not a fan of vaping, honestly. Even if you smoke marijuana, I want to say this: it's not that the plant. I don't think the plant is bad per se. But smoke in your lungs will have probably an effect. You know what I'm saying? It's smoke inhalation into your lungs. There are health hazards when it comes to smoking marijuana. Although I would say, the actual plant is an incredible plant. I have done it myself. I've inhaled, and it's interesting. And there were times in my life where I loved it. I felt it made me more creative. I clean sometimes. I do stuff on it, work out. There's an interesting benefit to it for sure, and it's not like this evil, horrible thing in my perspective. However, you have to understand the risks of it. Where are you getting from? Who are you taking from? Is it laced with something? Is it too strong? Is it hurting your lungs? You get what I'm saying? So same with vaping. It's like there is probably some bad effects. You're inhaling smoke. You get what I'm saying? It's probably not healthy. I don't think that it is. Nicotine, you could study the effects of it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock it, but it's like, yeah, there are going to be some bad effects to inhaling smoke, and it's hard to really trace what they are and aren't doing. But do they care because they want to save the lives of 6 people? I'm just not buying it, and I didn't read too much into it, but I saw a lot of people who are trustworthy, and you could look into it, saying that the deaths were coming from some black market, sketchy stuff, not the stuff that they're really selling at stores and stuff. So, anytime you're doing stuff like this, they're banning, I guess, non-tobacco flavored e-cigarettes, mint and menthol. A lot of the flavors, they say they're going to study it and help us and make sure that they keep it safe. I do think there is, I think a lot of kids are vaping. I think it's kind of weird. I think it leads from, personally, because I smoked cigarettes at a point in my life. I haven't in probably 6-7 years touched one. I never will again. But it's it's like anxiety. You're just there. It's something to do when you're at a party or you're just bored and stuff. I get why people are vaping. It's like they're just, inhaling. I think it roots from a lot of anxiety. And I do think too many people probably do it. But, I like freedom in this country. It's like the big scoop is not 6 people dying from vaping. If you want to vape, I think you should be allowed to. And I just personally just don't think that this move is the right move. They're making, I've talked about it a bunch of times. They're making mandatory vaccinations and injections, and that's the big scoop. I'm sure injections in medicine have killed more people than vaping has, but they're going to try to force you to do it and not go to a doctor that you trust to try to opt your kid out. They're passing all these sketchy laws with that. I like freedom. You have the freedom to get your kids vaccinated. If you don't want to, you think there's a medical reason, you have the freedom to not. If you want to vape, you should vape. If not, don't. You get what I'm saying? I'm freedom over government regulation. And every time they regulate something, it's like there's dozens of things hurting the health and wealth and physical health and mental health of the United States citizens. Vaping has to be such a non-factor. I mean, I just don't buy this stuff. It's like we're going to talk about vaping for 5 weeks and nobody's going to talk about the medicine freedom, and it's just annoying. I'm not a big vapor. I think it's kind of weird, but at the same time, I don't care. I have my own bad habits, so it's like I don't judge. But you know, I definitely don't see this as like a big lifesaver. Oh my goodness. I mean, let's just Google just for fun. How many people died from icicles? Let's see. How many people were killed by icicles? 15 people. In the United States, about 15 people are killed by icicle-related accidents each year. It's not funny, but unfortunately, this number climbs to 100 in Russia. So more people die from icicles every year. Every year die from icicles. I don't know. What's something else crazy that you could think of? So I don't want people to die from vaping. I do think there is some health hazards, but there's health hazards from taking the medicine they tell you to take. There's health hazards from taking the injections they tell you to take. There's health hazards from eating the food they tell you to eat. There's health hazards from living in the cities that that we live in. There's health hazards from waking up in the morning and drinking the wrong thing or walking and not looking at the side of the road. There's health hazards. I stepped on a spike just walking. It was awful. But I just think it's such a weird thing to crack down on. And someone said breast implants. Yeah, I don't know enough about that to speak about it, but I know somebody messaged me one time. They were like, "Anomaly, talk about breast implants and how it's affecting women." I don't know enough about that. I'm gonna have to leave that to someone else for today. But you can imagine that there's more deaths from a lot of other things. It's a very strange, bizarre thing to put at the forefront of the media. Always a distraction. Always a non-factor. It's like millions of people affected here, 6 people affected here. Stare at the 6 people for 5 years, and we'll ruin a multi-billion-dollar industry that a lot of people are probably making money off of, and we'll put it into the hands of the government. So it's like, how many businesses is this going to affect? I'm not sure, but someone said metal straws. Yeah, I'm sure metal straws have already gouged out like 10 people's eyes. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for listening. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. God bless the world. Have a good day, and definitely remember the legends, but also, remember the fact that, people really need to not just kind of go with the flow and be easy to move like pawns on a chessboard, because then we'll never get to the bottom of it, and people deserve better on all fronts. We're making progress. I think life is good. A lot of people are waking up to a lot of things. It's just a matter of, every day, enjoy your life. Have a good day. Make a little progress, and don't stress the small stuff too much, because one thing is certain. They always say, what was the old saying? What's certain is you got to pay taxes and die or whatever. But it's like, we're all getting older. Life hits us all anyway. So, it's not really worth stressing. It's like, even if we solve every problem in the world, we're still going to age, and, life is probably going to end at some point, depending where we do or don't go, or if we turn into cyborgs. That's yet to be discovered. But, you got to just enjoy the day. Don't worry about this stuff too much. People always ask me, Anomaly, how do you not freak out all the time? It's like, because I don't really, it's not that I don't care, but, you got to just enjoy life. And also, I'm really not hateful. I know it's crazy, because I'll be the first one that'll be pinned. They'll say I'm racist, sexist, xenophobic, anti-Semitic, whatever. I really am not, though. I don't hate anybody. I don't judge any group. I'm probably one of the more tolerant and understanding. I see the positives in everything. It's like religions that people don't like, I actually like. Like, I'm not anti-Islam. A lot of, conservatives, it's like, I mean, there's bad people, there's good people. Same with every group of, it's like, the legends will like what I'm saying. The good people will understand what I'm saying. And, the folks who aren't so great probably will be upset. So it's like, I don't really stress over this stuff too much. And I don't have any hate in my heart, really. So, I don't hold on to grudges or hate people. So life is not that hard. I don't get that stressed out over this stuff. And you shouldn't either. Someone said we all need to take responsibility over our own lives. That's it. That's all you really can do. I mean, you could talk about other people and speculate, but I think you should be considerate and compassionate as well, because I wouldn't. When I talk about people, even when I disagree with them, I try to be somewhat nice and somewhat respectful if I can be, because I would want people to treat me the same way. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's a good vibe. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy yourself. I'll be back later tomorrow. I've been very, very busy. I did my live event, which I finally got the footage of, by the way. Make America Debate Again. I have all the footage. I just got it on my computer today. So I'm going to do that, and that should be out for you guys. I'll figure out how to chop that up. I've been nonstop busy taking meetings, maybe doing more live events. I'm going to do something, I believe, with the Walkaway, Brandon Straka. He's doing some sort of video I'm going to do with him. And, you know, I'm always working. So sorry I've been busy. I want to do more, you know, high quality videos. Excuse me. I've just been running around, but in a good way. It's good to be busy sometimes. Have a good week, guys. I'll be back.